Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I am coming at you with League of Legends. And again, I am playing with a band of PC potatoes. A link to the website will be in the description, and I'll explain more at the end of the game. But we have Furious on Singed. I'm playing Pantheon of all things. Sukio, that you may have seen before in the What Not to Do with your... when you're laning with a support, is on Orianna. Trundle in the jungle will be Magic Fox, and we have a pug in I'm not even gonna Tangerine LOL, I guess, and that's on Vayne. We're up against Misfortune, Master Yi, Kog'Maw, Cho'Gath, and Tryndamere. That's not a pain in the butt team, is it? But yeah, I just decided to go off the wall to take Pantheon this game. I was going to try and go a heavy DPS, because Singed is usually tanky. But that's not how it turns out. I go more tanky DPS. I find myself in that role quite often. Not that it's a terrible thing, mind you. Yeah, so finally I got a good game I can put up. The Jarvan one that I put up a little while ago was actually an older game. And, you know, it was just one I hadn't got to, and I haven't had much of a good game in a while. I've been on a tremendous losing streak. What else can I say? And part of that is it can be easily due to the fact that I'm underskilled for a level 30. As I've mentioned before, I've played so many bots matches and things like that, ugh, man. I am just not at the skill level I should be. Not even close. But Vayne and I will be down in the bottom lane. Sukio will be taking the middle lane again, as she guards Trundle, who will be in the jungle, as I said. And Singed will be going 2v1 up in the top lane. That's going to be a tough one for him, but what else can you say? We'll speed this up and get things rolling a little bit.
Minions have spawned.
Do 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 do. Let's see. We're gonna have Kog'Maw in the middle, and that's the new quote-unquote legendary skin. And all it is skins they're retiring that people didn't. It was kind of a great ploy by Rage and by the LOL, or by Riot. By Riot. Take a bunch of skills that aren't selling successfully, make them limited skills, and take them off the market after putting them on sale for an insane amount, and people pick them up left and right. Really a great business move in terms. But yeah, very tough lane up top for Singed, as you can see, with Misfortune and Master Yi. You're talking Alpha Strikes followed up by range, so that's going to be real tough. We have, of course, Cho'Gath is down here, and there's Tryndamere. Not someone I'm truly worried about in Tryndamere. As you saw, he came out, did his spin, and did very little damage to me. I'm not sure. Maybe this Tryndamere was low level. He seemed to do things that didn't make sense, I guess you could say. So the Cho'Gath was a little bit annoying, but not too much. You know, just kept harassing them. They had us push back to our tower for a while, but not a huge deal. I wasn't overly worried about it. You see Singed having a tough time up top, just throwing out the poison, trying to keep the minions down as much as possible, getting harassed by Misfortune. You know, really tough game for him, unfortunately, there. And Orianna, not the easiest time of it either, with Kog'Maw pretty close to both of them going down there. And this will be an AP Kog'Maw. He will go ability power rather than attack damage and speed. You see, we're doing some fairly good harass down here. I've got some good health. I got my shield ability up. We got Cho'Gath down a little bit. Tryndamere's just not a threat in this one. And unfortunately, Singed goes down up top. Like I said, it's a tough game for him. Furious has done real good, and I think it was just a bad matchup. I mean, it's tough being 2v1 to start with, but to be 2v1, yeah, in comes the gank, and Cho'Gath flashes out, but it's just not going to be enough. There we go, Vayne picking up the kill, chasing Tryndamere into the tower, but that's going to be all. Well, Singed back quickly up top. Misfortune is gone, probably picking up some items. See some nice lag going on there with the client. I don't know, I've never seen LOL Recorder do this before, and it's doing it now, and it's really strange to me. Ignite. Okay, that makes sense, but maybe it's just to put it on cooldown, because he has the ability for it. So it's not often you see an AP Kog'Maw. They are viable. They're more ability-based than they are attack-based. Not much you can say otherwise about that. They can hurt like hell when they hit you with their ability power. Their the living artillery and the acid ball and the big spitball they throw out. But definitely the weakness of the team, as far as I can tell, is the Tryndamere monster Kurt. You know, coming out that far by himself and suffering for it, honestly. He took far more damage, especially he was pretty much 2-on-1 there. And I am running with the cloth armor for extra defense, which was a pretty decent deal. Even though Cho'Gath is going ability power, that keeps me away from Tryndamere. Cho'Gath doesn't hurt too much. Trying to set up room for ganking as Trundle was coming back down. Trying to pick off Tryndamere, and there, down he goes. Trundle getting the kill there in the gank. And Vayne stayed ahead a little too forward, and she goes down. But fortunately, it's to execution, not giving the other team a kill. I'm guessing that was living artillery, that I just couldn't see it very well. Yeah, the Master Yi fighting in the back. Unfortunately, they have poor Furious trapped between the tower, forcing him to fall back, but you know, what can you do? They were trapping him in between. Alpha Strike, and it's over. So they definitely need to gank up here more. And that's exactly what Trundle's kind of started headed for there. Trundle's got a nice lead on the jungling there. Now, coming after me, yeah, not a lot of damage output. I'm still holding on fairly well. You know, I've still got 5 potions to my credit if I need them. I'm not overly worried. This was a good game overall, to be honest. The Master Yi was a bit of a weak point on the game, as well as the Tryndamere. But there you go, all by himself, already with a hell of a lead on the double ganks. Trundle picks up both Master Yi and Misfortune. So you could say Trundle's a little fed right now. Yep, so there we go. Kog'Maw chasing down Orianna, does pick her up, unfortunately. But that still gives us a 1-kill lead. Our Trundle is fed, and our Trundle is the only jungler. Now, I've been on the receiving end of this, and it can be tough at times. Fortunately, the times that we've only had one jungler against us, it didn't work out well for the team, because that jungler has complete free roam of this entire area, picking up all the creeps and mobs that he wants without fear of anyone coming in and getting him. As long as they're seen on the map, he can walk wherever he wants to. And the other team wasn't warding in the beginning, and then they just paid for that. So I still haven't gone back. We're at the 8.5 minute mark, and I'm still out there. I don't have a lot of gold because I'm not trying to feed. I'm not trying to get the last hits. I'm actually trying to help set up Vayne to get them. We're trying to let Vayne be our carry because I realize that the person playing Vayne is very good, despite not being part of the potatoes. You see Trendemir just standing there taking hit after hit. I should have come in a little bit more to harass Cho'Gath there, but not too bad. Vayne didn't take much damage. You see, I could have last hit that mob. So could Vayne, actually, and I didn't. Let's see, Trundle and, oh my god, pardon me. Trundle and, Singed, furious there. Pushing back Misfortune them. Trundle just walking around, you know, he's got free reign. Oh, there's Master Yi. Hi, Master Yi. Trying to get the kill on Master Yi. Chasing him, chasing him. He goes into the tower, uses his speed. Trundle forced to back out. Misfortune comes in, trying to pick him up as well. Singed is in there. Down goes the slow. Now it's back to 2-on-2. Not entirely sure what's going on. They decide to chase Master Yi instead. There's the Misfortune ulti. Nothing doing to stop him. Trundle on the charge in the tower. Does not work. Here comes, yeah, here comes Kog'Maw. He picks up, yeah. Unfortunately, Kog'Maw getting 2 kills there, as that was an interesting chase all over the place there. But that's alright. They go up 1 kill for now, but it won't last long. I got my jump in. I jump in on Cho'Gath, and I managed to pick him up with a spear throw in there. Vayne, unfortunately, having to waste her ulti, going for the kill as well. But I just didn't want to back down on that one. I had a chance for a kill, and I took it. I had also gone back, and I picked up the Chain Vest. I figured Kog'Maw may go AD, but I looked later and he's going AP. So I figured they had all but one in terms of AD damage, and that being Cho'Gath being the only AP one. I'm sorry. So I come up in the middle. I'm trying to help Orianna, but they may have a... as you see, he goes way over that side. They just may have this warded. In comes Trundle as well. Trundle goes out as Kog'Maw overextends, trying to slow him down. He's going up that way. I'm trying to come around the other side. He realizes it, and he's just going to run up the middle. He will get away into safety, unfortunately. As Vayne is down bottom by herself and will be down there for a while. And that's something that's my fault. As we now go charging in full. Unfortunately, going after Orianna, I jump in and stop him from doing that. There goes the ulti. I back off. You know, maybe we should have pressed. Maybe we shouldn't have. I'm not sure. You know, it was around this point that I started targeting that Kog'Maw and saw that he had the mage boots, the magic pen boots. And I figured, ooh, boy, bad, bad, bad. So we all decide to hide up into the bush here. We know that Kog'Maw is going to bomb it, so we kind of move right to the back of the bush. And he does not hit us, so according to Kog'Maw, we're not there. Misfortune going in too far. Kog'Maw backs up. And da-da-da-da-da! Here comes the team! Misfortune goes for her ulti, but gets flipped by Singed, stopping it, and she ends up being taken down. Singed getting a little revenge there. Kog'Maw running for the hills, severely outmatched. He's going to try harassing us, but no doing there, not too much. He can harass all he likes, even going ability power. It's not going to do a ton of damage. I realized that I've been up this side, up top too long, and the tower's pushed back. Vayne had to go back, and I'm realizing, oops, I've made a mistake. I stayed away far too long there. So I teleport back, and I immediately start heading that way. And even though I'm running, I believe at this point, I may decide to use my ulti just to get out there faster. But not entirely sure. You see Trundle moving around, maybe going to set up a gank. Not happening. Decides to take the golems there, the small golems. Trendemir going after Vayne. Here I come with a jump in. Oh, Vayne, what are you doing? No, no, not the knockback. So that's going to allow Trendemir to get away. Oh, if we didn't get that knockback, maybe we would have gotten it. But I've had problems with that knockback as well, so I can't be too mean about it. One moment, folks. Oops, sorry. Take my eyes off the action for 2 seconds, and suddenly, there we go. Yeah, Vayne using her surge to go for the tower. I'm staying in the back. Why? I don't know. I should be up there. But I'm not. There's that cowardness setting in again. Yeah, I have surge, and I don't use it too freaking often. That's really dumb of me. I figured I'd use it, and I end up not. Pretty poor. So we see Singed and Misfortune. Again, Singed is built up a little bit. Not much in defense, though, but Trundle hanging around in the grass. I don't know if they have it ward or not, but Misfortune backs off, so it must be. Sukiyo having a bit of a hard time in the middle with Kog'Maw. Not a tremendously difficult time, but an AP Kog'Maw, it can be really tough. Because his living artillery hurts. Unlike others where it's just to harass, just to push you around. Kog'Maw's ability can really be painful. So I was hanging around in the bush maybe to push Kog'Maw. That's not quite happening. Vayne's okay up here taking down the small golems while Tryndamere's pushing in the lane. I'm not overly worried with a solo Tryndamere, so I'm just making my way around. At this point, I kind of aimlessly wander, not entirely sure what the hell I want to do. You see, I'm completely indecisive at this point. I realize that this Kog'Maw is going ability power, and I'm like, I gotta build some magic resist as well. Vayne pinging on Tryndamere down here. Looks like they're gonna be going for the kill. And in comes Trundle. Up goes the slow block, keeping him down. He tries to spin away. There goes the Endless Rage. He's still in the Trundle speed area. There we go. They pick him up. And unfortunately, Singed in trouble. Very wasted ulti from Misfortune trying to get Singed. As Singed gets away. Unfortunately, we end up losing the turret. But we are up 2 kills. So that does help even out the gold a little bit. As I still indecisively wander from here to there. Oh, hi! A wild Cho'Gath appears! And, yep, I end up paying for that one. As Cho'Gath is on a rampage at this point. Not Cho'Gath, but Kog'Maw is on a rampage at this point. Not a major problem. I said I wanted to go back anyways because I was picking up my Thorn Mail. This will help keep me protected against Master Yi, Misfortune, and Tryndamere. You know, now I definitely got to start thinking about survivability. So not a hell of a lot going on at this point. Kind of a big gather up in the middle. As they're trying to get the tower. Vayne is farming down bottom all by herself. And this is not a bad thing with Vayne being on her own. At this point, we're realizing they're probably going for Dragon. So I'm like, okay. Well, why don't we roll the dice on this one? Grand Skyfall! Boom! Drop into the middle. I don't know if we got the Dragon on this, honestly. I think they got it. But the fight definitely goes in our favor as I survive with under 100 health. I don't know if they got the Dragon or not, but we made them pay for going for it. That's for sure. As taking the blue golem here. Don't know if Trundle's going to take it. No, they're going to give it to Orianna. Very nice. As Kog'Maw and Misfortune are back pushing in the middle. As you see here, I was going to go for a different boots, but I'm deciding to go for the Mercury Treads for the magic resist against the Kog'Maw. Not much going on here except a little bit of farming. Bit of a confrontation up here as we are pushing the tower a little bit. Misfortune's pushing back minions up here, trying to protect their tower. Singed head up that way. We're kind of backing off. That Kog'Maw is definitely annoying and definitely needed to die. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's one of the ones that we killed back there or not. I'd have to go back and look, and I'm too lazy to do that. Strange. Go up, light, go down, dark. Light, dark, light, dark. Like I don't know. But there goes Singe. I'm waiting to see if Misfortune comes along, and no, she does not. So I come out. I think at this point I decide to try and help push the tower. Maybe. As Orianna is working to keep Kog'Maw busy up here, Vayne is being pushed by Master Yi. We're going to rush into the tower. Quick knockback on Vayne's part. And here comes Trundle. Master Yi does not know it. And there, down he goes. They get the tower, but Master Yi. Down goes Vayne. Here we go. Treadmere against Trundle. I thought Master Yi would be getting up. Treadmere goes to get away. Here he comes. Flip back from Singed. As he tries to go back the other way, down goes the slow, and they got a tower and they got a kill. We got 2 kills, so we're working really hard to keep it even. And nice mutual kill up top as Orianna goes down, but she takes Kog'Maw with her. That is definitely a play in Orianna's favor. Take a look at the chat here. As yes, she gets the bonus 399 gold for stopping her killing spree. For stopping Kog'Maw's killing spree. Minions pushing up here. Vayne coming to intercept. I'm in the middle lane with Singed Furious. Trundle working to push this tower out here. Master Yi coming in to push back. Misfortune coming over as well. The ever-annoying Cho'Gath. I don't see him very often, but I'm not very happy when I do see him, to say the least. There are some champions I do get tired of seeing, and Vayne, in all due honesty, has been one of them. I cannot wait until her free week is over. The free week I want, the one I want to see go free week, is Trundle. I don't know, something about Trundle. I just want to try him out. You know, I might purchase him, I might not. I'd like to try him first. He's one champion I definitely know I'd like to try first. As Trendemir and Master Yi are pushing down here. And I'm calling Orianna over because I'm coming to help give her the blue. I was going to take it myself, and I was like, well, why? I'll just give it to Orianna. She could use it more than me, for sure. And here we go. Trundle and Vayne chasing down Treadmere, Master Yi. Trendemir going right in. Master Yi going in. We got an all-out, no back-out brawl. There goes the Endless Rage, but why bother? Go for Master Yi, who used his ability to try and get the win. Not happening. I'm coming down way too late to get in the middle of that, as Vayne and Trundle pick up the kills and assist up there, down there, around there, somewhere. Yep. Kog'Maw going after Orianna. I'm jumping in going, no. You go away. Trundle making no doubts that he's going straight after Kog'Maw. In I come. Unfortunately, it does not go in Trundle's favor. But Vayne comes in and she makes the kill. I jump on Cho'Gath to prevent him from getting the kill on Vayne. I am in trouble now. There's no doubt about it. I'm just going to be killed. But my job was not to live through that so much as it was to try and save Vayne, who's fed. I'm not. 1 kill, 2 deaths, 3 assists. It's not bad for me so far, and I mean for me. For other people it may be terrible, but for me it's a decent start. They're going to try and push the middle tower, but we got enough defense there to hold it, so we turn into the, if you'll excuse the saying, it turns into the Mexican standoff down here. So, not a lot going on at the moment. Just speed this up as Vayne goes back. Now it just comes farming and pushing. Yes, if it looks like Tsukio's holding a one-sided conversation, she has vent. She can talk on vent, I believe, but she does it very, very rarely. She types in the chat while people talk to her, and it's very effective. She's a very fast typer. Now, we should have been in there for the fight. We weren't. And now everything's all confused. As Trendemir is going up top to try and get Singed, but he ends up taking a lot of damage by letting Vayne beat on him. And that's just going to take him down. The rest of the team backs off up here.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
And there they go. They pick up the turret up top, signaling for a fallback as we believe the rest of the team is headed that way. Up goes the slowing stone. Misfortune throws down, making it rain, working to get away. Will do so as Cho'Gath throws down the ground spikes. Not entirely sure where that silence came from. Must have been a Cho'Gath roar. Orianna against Kog'Maw. In comes the big boy Cho'Gath, but Kog'Maw will go down. That's one explosion I don't want to go with. And right there, I was running away from the fight, running away from Trundle and all that. And when asked why, I quite literally replied, I was running backwards trying to heal Tsukio because I've been playing support so often that it came naturally to go backwards and try and heal her as Kog'Maw was going to explode. If I could have pulled that off on Pantheon, that would have been amazing. Maybe throw a few health potions at her. Right about now, I'm saying that Cho'Gath has to die. He's got way too many feeds on him. We need to bring him down. One moment, folks. Grand Skyfall. Coming in right down here. Complete whiff, but it does get me into the area. Yep. Endless Rage a little too early. It's not going to matter. Down he goes, and I pick up a kill. Oh, I actually got 3 kills. I actually went to Surge at that point. Yes, I used my Surge! Kog'Maw very rarely out of the middle lane, as well as Orianna. Just kind of a back and forth between them, with the two opposing teams making guest appearances every so often for a big brouhaha in the middle. Yes, I said brouhaha. What about it? Noob team. Trendemir. Noob team. Noob team Trendemir. He's the one that's been feeding. He's easily died the most. He's 1 kill, 7 deaths versus the rest of his team. So they're going after Vayne, but now there's a little bit of trouble as the rest of the team collapses in on them. Singed getting Master Yi with his flip. Cho'Gath now being the focus gets taken down. Unfortunately, he has a... I thought he had the armor, but not. And I'm picking up Kog'Maw at that point. And they end up picking up Singed, unfortunately. But right now, I believe we're on a 3 for 2. They got Trundle and Singed. We got Kog'Maw and Cho'Gath and what's the other one we got? Master Yi, there we go. Versus Singed and Trundle. So that was a 3 for 2. And right now it's just go for the tower. With Trendemir by himself, there's just nothing he can do. So just need to go for the tower. He runs forward. Big mistake as I jump and stun him. And he just gets bowled over as I pick up another kill there. Very nice. I really did not expect to have a good game on Pantheon, just to be honest. I just picked Pantheon just for the hell of it. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to play Pantheon. And, no, it actually worked in my favor. So, the other team's not in sight at the moment. Papheads, whatever. Trendemir should be the last person complaining on that team. So going after Vayne, going after Singed, I just don't think they're going to pick it up. Vayne turns around in pursuit a little bit as they back off. If somebody has an advantage right there in terms of damage, it's Vayne. At least when it comes to Misfortune. Focusing on Kog'Maw, no, not the brightest idea. And they end up picking up 2 kills there as Vayne goes down and Misfortune goes down. A little outnumbered. As Trundle trying to pick up Master Yi. There's Misfortune, gets a bite. Up goes the Slowstone. Trundle is not where he should be in all due honesty, but maybe he can pull something out here. I see myself getting hit, and I'm not sure where it is. Oh, it's here. We're going after Kog'Maw. I pick up Kog'Maw. I know at this point that I'm going to die, but my focus was bringing down that Kog'Maw again. But Trundle picked up Master Yi. Can they pick up Trendemir? Yes, they can. That leaves only Cho'Gath, and he's going to flash into the tower for safety. So, looks like we got a 4-4-3 on that one. Let's see if that's right. Kind of hard to tell. 1, 2. We definitely got 4 of them. I think they got Vayne. They got Singe. They got me. Yeah, so that'd be a 4-for-3 at that point. So a little fast forwarding. Little farming gonna go on in the middle up here. This game does take a while, folks. I'll tell you, I pretty much get a full build or near full build. I used to build for Warmogs when going a tanky DPS, but I kind of found out that it's actually better to build for Frozen Mallet with an Atma's. Yeah, they're standing in there 3-on-1 at this point. And Orianna going down as well. Singe coming in, and not the brightest idea. Out he goes with his poison. And they close the gap a little bit there, bringing themselves within 9 kills. I think at this point we may... No. Thought we might go for Baron at this point. We could have handled it, but no, we're not. We're just pushing them back. But yeah, going with an Atma's and a Frozen Mallet actually gives you more DPS. It's less tanky, but more DPS. Plus you get the slows if they try and run away, which for somebody like Pantheon works quite well. You see that Kog'Maw Living Artillery did not do a lot of damage, so not overly worried. You can see him over there. I'm debating going after him or not, but I know Cho'Gath is there, and I know the rest of the team's probably not far behind. So I just decided to back out. Following Singed up here. Not entirely sure what's going on. There goes Trendemir, the person I'm least worried about. There's Kog'Maw. Oops. Caught out of position. Walking through the grass. He's hurt. And Vayne coming in with the tumble, picking him up. Kog'Maw turning around to explode. I'm a bit hurt, so I back out of that. And now the chase is on. We're trying to pick up Cho'Gath. He turns around and numbs on Singed. He ends up going down, though, for his effort. There's the ulti. Trendemir into the Endless Rage. Will be chasing Orianna. Orianna trying to live through it. There goes the shield, and down she goes, picking up Trendemir, living with just a little bit of life. But unfortunately, yeah, the Ignite ends up picking her up. But still a decent trade-off as we're 3-3 right there, so we're still keeping things even, keeping it at 9 kills. Not much going on at the moment, so let's speed this up. Yeah, I just decided to pick up the Wolves. Something I'm lacking on for sure is a little attack speed. Maybe that's something I should have worked for there, but it's not. Trundle would pick up the dragon over here. Trying to push down in this lane here. Master Yi and Trendemir. That's a team I really fear if we're together at this point. The only two things that worry me quite a bit in this game that I think could be the true dangers, as you see we push them back here and they're coming through, is Misfortune. I'm only worried about Misfortune and Cho'Gath at this point. I do not fear Master Yi. I do not fear Trendemir. and their Kog'Maw is becoming less and less of a threat as he's been killed quite a few times after a tremendous start on his point. While Orianna was picking that up, I just decided to stand guard in case anyone decided to show up there. And I pull in the Grand Skyfall, dropping in, throwing out some nice damage, picking up Misfortune immediately. Cho'Gath going down to Vayne. Major damage going out, a flip back on Tryndamere. He is not going to get away. And Master Yi gets singed. Vayne picks up Master Yi, and Tryndamere goes down to Trundle. And we are on the final chase for Kog'Maw. Down Kog'Maw goes. As we all back off, and he just kind of runs around in the middle of everything and then finally blows up, harming nothing. Now is the time to go for Baron. Trundle immediately goes in, being nice and tanky, being able to do that. And we will pick up Baron here quite handily. Here comes our AD carry in Vayne, our hard carry, as you will. And there goes the Baron buff. I don't think we do a lot with it, though, unfortunately. As this game does go on quite a bit longer. As you can see there, I've picked up my Frozen Mallet, and now I'm working towards my Atmas. What I should have done is I should have picked up the Giant's Belt, then the Atmas, then Fanged into the Frozen Mallet. But for some reason, I didn't go that way. This build kind of works for any tanky DPS character at all. You know, with one of the situational items being like Thornmail there, because they do have a lot of attack damage, so going for the Thornmail definitely helps. So that would be a situational item. But a Frozen Mallet with an Atmas, the boots that you need depending on what the team is, and you'll see other items I pick up. If you're a hybrid, which actually Pantheon is a little bit, as you see his jump does magic damage, everything, and his Grand Skyfall deals up magic damage, but it doesn't scale all that well, I don't believe. And so a Trinity Triforce would also work as well, depending if you want to go that way. We're pushing up this point. This point, they're going into the phase of the game that I hate the most. Really that simple. It's the phase of the game that I truly, truly, truly hate the most. And that is the turtle phase. Tryndamere making a run for it. He's going to run in the right direction towards safety. He will end up getting away as he spins through the wall there. One of the few good moves on his part is he will eventually back off. Somebody definitely not to fear in Master Yi. Unfortunately, there's a big collision going on down there. Trundle up in the head of it. Orianna's back there as well. But unfortunately, Singe goes down. Orianna goes down. Trundle flashes out over the wall. Vayne and myself are picking up the turret up here, though, while that's going on. So despite the 2 kills going against us, we do pick up a turret, keeping things a little bit to the even side. They're trying to pick up Trundle, but not going to happen as he gets away there. Calling for help, Master Yi, who already used his armor there. God, I forget the name of it now. The Guardian Angel armor. Ends up staying too long. Gets picked up by Trundle. By Magic Fox. That's what happens when you stay around too long and don't go back when you're hurt. Especially when you have somebody as fed as Trundle around and as fed as Vayne. You see Trundle up there. He's also got the Thornmail as well as the Lantern, the Mercury Treads. He's got the Triforce and the Sunfire Cape. Vayne's got a hell of a build up here with the Boots of Mobility. She's got the Phantom Dancer, the Bloodthirster, the Black Cleaver, and the Fange as well. And yeah, definitely not the best thing to be. She's way overextended. She's going to be triple teamed big time. One moment again, folks. Yeah, that is definitely a gang rape right there in terms of what Vayne took. But Vayne definitely did well. We're going down here to check on Dragon, try and pick it up. I don't even know if it's here at this point. Yep, it is. And you see how much damage we do to it as quickly as we do. Very easily taking it out. I'm coming down this bottom lane to try and stem the tide of this minion wave down here. Pick up some of this farm. I don't have the DPS that I want despite having the triple stab. So I do let my minion wave come in. I'm not attacking very fast. Doing a fair amount of damage, but still. As I sit here and watch this boring part, why don't we fast forward it to something more interesting? Oh, Master Yi up here with Singe going after Singe. Yeah, that's not something you want to chase, is it? Singe flipped him over. Singe going back at him, throwing down the poison. Master Yi activating his ability, I believe. Oops. He got flipped backwards as he's trying to get away. I got Kang raped as the entire team came out of the bottom, except for Master Yi. To attack me. Maybe they weren't happy at something that I did. But yeah, they just all came out from like here and from here. And I think maybe one came from here. And they just totally trapped me and raped me down. Vayne's pretty much on a full build at this point. There's the team. Trying to pick up the red, but not going to work in their favor. Misfortune not entirely sure what she's doing as she gets taken down. I heard Tryndamere go into his endless rage. I believe his Vayne is giving chase to him. My team avenges my death a little bit. A little bit of fast forwarding here. As again, they're pushing up the middle tower. Not much we can do about it. Overgrown Cho'Gath standing there. Confrontations. Look at that. See the Cho'Gath build. He's going hybrid. He's going hybrid with the Razor, the attack speed, damage, and all that. Cho'Gath is definitely going tanky with some ability power. Master Yi is going attack damage with the Guardian Angel, as well as Cho'Gath picks up the Guardian Angel at some point. Misfortune with a solid build as well. Tryndamere definitely behind there. At this point, I wish I had been down here sooner. Orianna was being chased by Tryndamere. And probably would have ended up on the losing side. And I came rushing down as quickly as I could to try and help. And Orianna turned around to stop him from running. And I was able to get there in time and jump on him and help take him out. And keep Suki from getting killed by Tryndamere. And as you see right there, you no touch Suki! Wish I had been paying closer attention to when that happened rather than just catching the tail end of it. But, whatever will be, will be. Yep, here we go as we're going to pick up this tower down here as they get there to guard it too late. You see the Cho'Gath dropping in them bombs now. It doesn't hurt quite as much as it did in the beginning. Going a hybrid Cho'Gath. Kog'Maw. See how I get these things mixed up? But yeah, going a hybrid Kog'Maw, I don't think quite as effective as going a full one side or full the other side. And here comes the Grand Skyfall. Shaboom! Unfortunately, it doesn't do much other than get me into the battle. There goes the one ulti after another. A quick flash in. Going after Singed. Going after Orianna. I don't know where the ulti is. I don't know why Singed turned around, but there down goes Chog'Maw. Chog'Maw. Not only am I now mispronouncing one or the other, but I just combined the two into my own champion. Chog'Maw. Coming soon to an expansion near you. So yeah, that team fight did not go in our favor as they pulled out the ace. Unfortunately, they won't be able to do a ton with it.
Your turret has been
Well, they'll
destroyed.
get this turret here. They'll go after the next turret. The Master Yi working with the Guardian's Angel. They get that turret, and they're going for the inhibitor, which they'll pick up, but it'll be all that they get. And we decide, you know, we got to dig in. We're not going to allow this to become a turnaround.
Kill.
There we go. Vayne picking up 2 kills and right up the middle, I'm assuming, and getting Misfortune and Master Yi, but end up getting killed herself at the end. But still, that's favoring her part, a 2-for-1 kill. My score 8, 5, and 12. I'm feeling actually pretty good considering I chose a champion I did not expect to do squat on. Right now, we're just trying to charge up the middle. We're just going for a straight push. Waiting for the minions to get in there. At this point, it's like, screw the minions. We can't wait. If we want this, we got to push it. There comes the harassment by Kog'Maw. Trundle going to keep him pushed out. I stay completely focused on that turret. I'm like, no, I want this freaking turret dead. Turret goes down. I'm at about half health. Coming in. Hop on Kog'Maw to keep him from getting away. He gets killed by Singe. He gets blown up. Unfortunately, Singe will go down as well. Cho'Gath will get up there, and unfortunately, I believe he will get away. But Trundle picks up Tryndamere. We're trying to not let him get away. Misfortune comes in fully healed down. Trundle does end up picking up Cho'Gath, and now he's going after Misfortune. Will he be able to pull it off? Unfortunately, no. He ends up going down, but Misfortune is badly hurt. Fortunately, the rest of my team, me and the Orianna, are badly hurt. Vayne is going to stop this tie down here. You know, if we had pushed there, if Vayne had stayed, probably could have taken out Master Yi, probably could have taken out Misfortune, and we probably could have pushed further, but they pushed and took out our inhibitor. We have pushed to their inhibitor. We definitely still have a kill lead. There are plenty of minions to try and take out to get some farm going on. We'll speed this up a little bit more. Master Yi shows up going for the tower. Vayne comes in to try and stop that. He ends up getting the tower, and there's something that Master Yi does not want to do, and that's take on Vayne. Vayne is way outfed over Master Yi, rather. So that's not a good thing. I'm clearing up down at this tower down here, and gotta stop up in here, so Singe teleports in. Orianna's coming up. Vayne's already there. I'm staying down here just to help try and turn the tide of minions a little bit. Not so much going for farm. Decided to pick up the small golems for a little extra gold. At this point, I'm thinking maybe we should go for Baron. I can see the confrontation coming up in the middle. We decide to turn up that way anyways. I'm realizing I'm not going to cut across the center of that. My group deciding not to go for Baron decides to hide in the grass up here, waiting for them to push forward.
An enemy has been slain.
Unfortunately, they reveal themselves a little too early, but they do manage to pick up Misfortune, and now they're going after Kog'Maw. I Grand Skyfall into the middle of nothing. Here comes Tryndamere trying to get away, but I cut him off and take him down as well. And so now we've pushed them down. We've got 2 down with maybe even 3 down. No, Master Yi just came back up if he was down. But Vayne continuing to try and farm as we're pushing into their base now. Cho'Gath is in trouble. He gets flipped and taken out by Orianna. Master Yi goes down to Trundle. And now it's time for us to take the middle inhibitor. I don't think that's something Sin should have done, but I think he had the right idea. The hell with it and go straight for the towers, which is what we end up doing. Despite the harassment from Kog'Maw, we gotta work to get that tower down. We get 1 tower down. I'm taking a little too much damage from the tower, so I back out far enough to get the damage off. I start to go back in, decide, no, it's better if I take the health I have and try and get out. Trundle, determined to get that tower, does not. Ends up going down to Kog'Maw, but Orianna picks up the tower. I'm like, screw this, I don't want my people to die. I turn around and go right after Kog'Maw. And Orianna picks him up, but I know that I'm dead. as Kog'Maw ends up killing me. And they end up picking Furious as well, as Orianna will get away, though. I turned around and jumped on Kog'Maw because I was trying to make room for Singed and Orianna to get away, and they kind of turned around on it, but it's alright. It still gives us a significant kill lead, and we have pulled up even in the middle lane, and even gone further, taking down the 2 Nexus towers. And you know, we definitely got the tower lead at this point. Now I'm thinking at this point, as they were talking about trying to take them out, you know, one good team fight, one way or the other, is going to open the door for the other team to win, because they'll be dead too long, and there's a wide open door down the middle on both sides. We got a little bit more of a door, but it doesn't matter. If we lose the team fight, they could easily just plow in through us. Now what I'm thinking of doing, because my ulti's up, if my team, and yeah, they ended up picking up Baron, which is fine. What I really thought about doing was trying to come around up into this area, Grand Skyfall the rest of the way, and try and backdoor on their Nexus. But my team decides, nah, screw it, we're just going to run them over. There you go, the chase on Misfortune ending in nothing. They did pick up a kill there. I missed who it was. Trying to surrender again, and just not happening. I don't see how they should have. Yes, they're down kills, but they've gotten us in at least one team fight, and they got all the way up to our inhibitor. So here they are, pushing up in the middle, and I'm coming around the side. I figure if they keep them busy, maybe I can Grand Skyfall in the back, but hell, they're just going to push into the base. I'm like, aww. And I was looking forward to my first ever backdoor win. So I do something relatively stupid and start heading down here to get minions on the other side. No, screw it, they're pushing for the win, so I Grand Skyfall up in here. So at this point, just waiting for Cho'Gath to get back up so we can finish him off. Down he goes, and down Mr. Yi goes, and down the Nexus goes, and we finally pull up the win. It was a really good game on both sides. Yeah, they did. Their Master Yi was not very strong, and in all due honesty, neither was their Trendemir, and that was probably their undoing. The Kog'Maw going hybrid and not sticking to one side or the other more probably hindered him a little bit, as he wasn't able to put out as much damage as he'd be able to had he gone strictly one or strictly the other. And you know, that only left Misfortune and Cho'Gath, and Cho'Gath can burst on you if he gets that feast, but really not enough to stop a team. That would only leave Misfortune as their carry and Cho'Gath to protect, and that's just not enough. So they did good. I mean, they, like you saw, they got us pushed back to our inhibitor, but that was as far as they went, fortunately for us, as we turned around and took the game. But anyways, folks, there'll be a couple links down below. If you're not playing League of Legends, follow the first link down below. Sign up for League of Legends, download it, start playing. You won't regret it, I promise you. Second link under that will be the link to the PC Potatoes website. If you play League of Legends, we're also, I guess, setting up, we have some Diablo 3 channels whenever Diablo 3 comes out. If you're looking for people to play with, to group up with, to have fun, to be on vent with, to be on teams, you're tired of solo queuing, come look us up at PC Potatoes. Come sign up with us, put your name into the player data bank, come join us on vent and start playing in teams rather than solo queuing. And finally, folks, as I always like to say, I don't know if Riot would approve of this or not, and I'm the only one that'll get in trouble if they don't. If you enjoy the content I'm bringing you, and you wouldn't mind doing it for me, follow that first link in the description down below, make a Smurf account on League of Legends, and play it to level 5 for me, would you? My ultimate goal is just to get 200 referrals, so I can get 10,000 Riot points. That is my ultimate goal. I'm not going for delusions of grandeur like Total Biscuit, who has 500,000 subscribers, who got 5,000 referrals or whatnot. I'm only looking for 200. It would really, really, really be great for me. And if I get in trouble for it because I got a lot of people that only play level 5, well, that's my bad. But anyways, folks, this is One Big Bug. I'm going to be signing off. League of Legends, a great win, a decent game on Pantheon, which really surprised me. And I'll see you next time.